The person you are thinking about truly loves you, but the real reason there is space between you might surprise you. Take a deep breath before we start, because this message is serious. It is not just a casual thought. It explores the quiet area between two people who feel a lot but say very little. If one specific person stays in your mind all the time, not just now and then, there is a deep reason for it. If there is a gap between you right now, whether it is physical or just a long silence, listen closely, because that distance is not what you assume it is. The first truth you need to know is that the person in your mind does care for you. It is not like a loud movie romance or constant texting. Instead, it is a heavy, quiet, and often difficult kind of love. This is not a person who has forgotten you or moved on without a care. They carry your memory everywhere they go. They remember the small details about you, like the sound of your voice and how you made them feel safe. So why is there a distance? It is because love does not always bring people closer. Sometimes love makes people pull away. Love can often bring out fear instead of bravery. When someone truly loves you, something scary happens inside them. They begin to notice what they are missing and what they might lose. You don't just touch their heart. You touch their old wounds and the parts of them that aren't healed yet. That frightens them. It is not because you did something wrong, but because you did something right. You made them feel emotions they were not ready to handle. This distance is not a rejection of you. It is a way for them to protect themselves. This might be a shock, but they stay away because they feel too much, not too little. They know that if they get closer, they will fall deeper and lose control. To avoid that risk, they choose to stay silent. They don't want to hurt you, but they are terrified of failing you or getting hurt themselves. Distance becomes their shield because they feel you deserve someone better than them. This is a very painful truth. They look at your ability to love and think they aren't good enough. Instead of trying to grow, they feel small. They tell themselves you would be happier without them or that they will only let you down. Distance becomes a strange way of showing love. They are fighting a hidden war inside their minds. While you wonder why they don't call, they are struggling with whether to reach out or stay quiet. Their silence is not peaceful. It is very noisy in their head. They replay moments with you and imagine talks that never happen. They miss you in ways they would never tell anyone. Love without healing creates a gap. Here is a tough truth. Love is not enough when a person is still hurting from their past. If they have been betrayed or left behind before, closeness feels like a threat. You represent a real connection, and to them, that means a lot of responsibility and potential pain. They create space because they care too much, not because they don't care at all. They also don't trust themselves with your heart. They worry about their own consistency and whether they can truly stay. They know how serious you are, and they are afraid of starting something they can't protect. Silence feels safer than breaking your heart. Now let's talk about why you can't stop thinking about them. It is because emotional bonds don't just end when the talking stops. Your soul feels that this story isn't finished yet. Your mind keeps going back because the connection was paused rather than completed. This lack of closure creates a loop in your head. Meanwhile, they think about you when you least expect it. In the quiet hours of the night, they wonder if you are okay or if you still think of them. They wish they had been braver, but their fear keeps them stuck. The most shocking truth is that this connection would change them, and not everyone is ready for that. You challenge their old habits and make them see things about themselves they aren't ready to face. Instead of growing, they run away. This is why trying to force an answer never works. If you chase them or demand clarity, they will only pull further away because pressure makes them more afraid. Some truths only come out when the fear goes away. Please understand that you are not unlovable. You are not too much, and you didn't imagine the bond. You simply met someone who loved you but wasn't ready to go as deep as you were. That is not your fault. Love doesn't always mean being together right now. Sometimes it means distance is needed for growth or healing. Not every love story is meant to last forever. Some are just meant to wake you up. If they ever do return, it will be different. It won't be casual. It will happen because they finally chose courage over fear. Until then, the distance has a purpose. The final message for you is this: stop blaming yourself for someone else's inner struggles. Stop making yourself smaller to make them feel comfortable. Do not wait around in a state of sadness. If they love you, they will eventually find a way to meet you fully. If they cannot, then the distance is not a punishment for you. It is a way of moving you towards something else. Remember that someone can love you deeply and still not be ready to stay. That truth is painful, but it is meant to lead you to a love that doesn't need distance to survive. Thank you for listening to these insights. If you want to learn more about the hidden truths of the heart, feel free to follow for more facts that can change how you see the world. The person in your mind is currently reflecting on everything they didn't say to you. While the distance remains, their thoughts are more active than ever. You might feel a sudden wave of sadness or a random memory of them out of nowhere. This is often because they are focusing their energy on you in that exact moment. They are beginning to realize that the distance they created to protect themselves has actually become a prison. They thought that by staying away they would find peace, but instead they found a different kind of emptiness that only reminds them of your value. The next truth you must accept is that they are waiting for a sign, even though they are the ones who pulled away. This is the confusing nature of someone who is afraid. They want to know you are still there, yet they are still scared to knock on the door. They check your social media or ask about you through others, looking for any hint that you have moved on. Seeing you grow and be happy without them creates a mix of pride and deep regret inside them. They see your strength and it reminds them of what they walked away from. The silence between you is actually a teacher. It is teaching you that your worth is not tied to someone else's readiness to love you. It is teaching them that fear has a high price. If you continue to focus on your own life and your own healing, you change the energy of the connection. When you stop waiting, you become more attractive to the very person who ran away. This is because you are no longer feeding their fear with your pursuit. You are showing them what it looks like to be whole. Eventually, the pressure of missing you will outweigh the fear of losing themselves. This is the turning point. They will have to choose between staying in their safe, lonely corner or stepping into the light to reach for you. If they choose to stay silent forever, it is a sign that their journey is meant to be walked alone for now. But if they return, it will be with a new understanding of why they left in the first place. They will come back with the words they were too scared to say before. Until that moment happens, use this time to build a life that you love, regardless of who is in it. As time goes on, you might notice that the energy between you and this person starts to shift. You may experience moments of total peace, followed by a sudden, strong feeling that they are about to reach out. This happens because the wall they built is starting to crack. They are finding it harder to ignore the hole you left in their life. The distractions they used to stay busy are no longer working. Whether it is work, other people, or just staying quiet, nothing fills the space where your connection used to be. They are reaching a point where they must face the truth they have been running from. There is a secret reason why they haven't spoken yet, and it is the fear of your reaction. They worry that too much time has passed or that you have closed your heart for good. They imagine you are angry, or worse, that you have forgotten them entirely. This thought terrifies them because, in their mind, you were the one thing that felt real. They are stuck in a cycle of wanting to fix things but feeling like they have already lost their chance. This is why you must remain patient with your own life. Do not wait by the phone, but do not close yourself off to the lessons this silence is bringing you. The universe is using this time to see if you can find happiness within yourself. This distance is a test of your own self-love. When you finally reach a place where you don't need their message to feel okay, that is usually when the message arrives. It is a strange rule of life. Things often come to us when we stop chasing them. By focusing on your own path, you're actually giving them the space they need to miss you properly. They need to feel the full weight of your absence to understand the full value of your presence. In the end, this journey is about more than just two people. It is about learning that true love does not require you to suffer in waiting. If they are meant to be a part of your future, they will find the strength to cross the bridge they burned. They will realize that losing you is much scarier than the fear of being vulnerable. Until then, trust that everything is happening as it should. You are being prepared for a love that is honest, brave, and consistent. Whether it is with them or someone new, you are moving toward a connection where you will never have to wonder why there is a distance. As the days pass, you will start to feel a new kind of strength growing inside you. You will realize that you have survived the worst of the silence. This is the moment when the balance of power shifts. For a long time, they held the power because you were the one waiting and wondering. But now, as you focus on your own growth, they are the ones feeling